What is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Shehan and I have been cycling around Sri Lanka for the past 41 days to show the world that Sri Lanka is safe to travel and also has so much more to offer than what meets the eye. This is the final episode of cycling 1,500 kilometers around the island of Sri Lanka in 43 days. If you've been enjoying this series, please do hit that subscribe button and drop us a comment and let us know what you love most about this series. Here we are guys at our final Jetwing Hotel, and we have a couple of days here, but I feel quite sad. The journey is coming to an end, and that is marked by this. I always felt like there's another Jetwing property, and now this is our final one. And we've got a few more days to close up this trip, and I really feel like towards the end of the trip it's been a bit of a blur. Things are moving really fast. We're just physically pushing ourselves every day, and I feel like the structure of the vlogs are changing a bit. They're not as structured, and we're going with the flow a little bit, and I think that's the only way that you can go for 40 odd days on a journey like this, just two people and no backup, and film and record and edit these kinds of videos. So I hope you guys are enjoying them, and thank you so much if you are watching all the way from the beginning to the end. Wow, we love that. Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, this property that we are at here, this Jetwing property, like I said before, is one that has a lot of interesting stories. So we are going to have our lovely dinner here out on the balcony, and we are going to rest up, relax, sleep, be rejuvenated for tomorrow's adventures. So today we are going to be doing something very interesting that I actually didn't know was an experience here in Galle. This is the Mahamodara River, and we are going on an eco tour around it for a special lunch organized by Jetwing Lighthouse. So let's go see what they have in store for us. So we have arrived at Jetwing Kurulubadda, and this is a very unique and out of the ordinary property. It is found in the swampy marshlands of the Mahamodara River here in Galle. So they have a very nice property here, which I'm going to show you in a bit, and you might be able to see the tree house at the back, and that's why we're here. We're going to be having a special traditional Sri Lankan rice and curry up on that tree, and I'm very excited to see what kind of wildlife and birds we might be able to spot while they're having lunch. This property is really great for somebody who loves bird watching. It's very tranquil and peaceful as you walk through, and very cool here because of the swampy marshlands and the mangroves and the lovely trees here. So it's a great experience for somebody who wants to have a quiet experience very close to nature in Galle, which is quite unheard of, I must say. I did not expect to find this kind of environment here. When you come to Galle, you expect Galle Fort, lovely beaches and some warm weather. This is completely different, and that just goes to show the variety of things that you can actually find. When you travel across Sri Lanka, you are bound to come across at least one hotel that has been designed by the legendary architect in Sri Lanka, Geoffrey Bawa. And some of Jetwing's early properties have been designed by Geoffrey, including Lighthouse, which we are at right now. And what I really love about Geoffrey Bawa's style of architecture is that all of it immerses you into the environment that you are in, which means that when we're walking around here, there's still hills that were originally here by the side of the sea. There are rocks that were here by the side of the sea just before you enter your room, in the dining area, and that really immerses you into the environment. So if you are someone that enjoys architecture, admires it like I do, One of the great things about this chain of hotels by Jetwing is that they have a number of properties that have been designed in this manner by Jeffrey Bava. And you can actually have your entire trip planned around just to visit these properties and admire them, which I think is a fabulous way of travel, to be honest. Now, if Jeffrey Bava's architecture has piqued your interest and you want to know more, we have an entire video diving into his private estate in Lunaganga, which is fabulous, and I think you will love it. So make sure you check the link up here. One of the places that you must visit when you're in Galle is undoubtedly the Galle Fort. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it was built 400 years ago by the Portuguese when they came here, and then it was reinforced extensively by the Dutch, and then of course taken care of by the British during their time, and now it is being preserved and taken care of by the Sri Lankan government. And it is honestly one of those very interesting places around the island, something that really adds to the diversity of the Sri Lankan experience, because not only are you experiencing mountains and hills and cold weather and warm weather and beaches, you can go from regular Sri Lankan architecture to Sigiriya to Anuradhapura, and then you can come to a place like this, the Galle Fort, and be completely transported into almost like a medieval kind of city, right, Shan? And that's really one of the things that I love about Sri Lanka, and I really love this place. It's become a place that Sri Lankans really do feel like is a part of their own culture now almost. And it's a really beautiful place with a lot of history, a lot of interesting architecture that you can walk around and see. But one more thing I would like to add is that I've been coming to the Galle Fort for a long time. And I must say that this is the first time I came on a bicycle, and it just blew my mind within the first 2 minutes I was here. Why hadn't I done this before? Why aren't there bicycles or electric bicycles for rent here? Because it's the perfect mode of transportation to explore the fort. You're not on a vehicle, it's easy to park and easy to go down the narrow alleyways. You can cycle slowly and really take everything in and explore. It's perfect. Cycle tour inside the Galle Fort. It's a must.
Alright, so usually when you come to the Galle Fort, you would head to one of the many really fancy restaurants. Today we are trying the street food because you get a lot of those also around the area. We've got egg roti with sambar, which is quite tasty, and I had a samosa as well, which is also even better. Let's see what else we can find. Oh yeah, you have to have ice cream inside the fort.
Wow, this is a really amazing setup here, for a lack of better words. This is their on the rocks dinner setup, and it is specifically all about seafood. So Shehan is getting some amazing seafood tonight. I see some tuna steaks and some really good things there lined up for him. And just look at this, what a spectacular setting. You have the waves crashing against the rocks here, and you are completely here all by yourself on this private beach and very secluded away from everybody else. It's a really nice experience. Alright guys, here we go. One day before the end, and we are heading to Jetwing Saman Villa from Jetwing Lighthouse. Now, I thought it was our last Jetwing property, but we weren't pretty sure we were going to Bentota until now. Yeah. So we weren't expecting to go to Jetwing Saman Villa, but we thought, why not make a small detour instead of doing a 100k back home to Colombo, and just like take it slow and enjoy the last bit of our journey. I must say though that it is really fast. Hi man, I'm trying to vlog and you won't let me do it, no? I'm trying to vlog and you're not letting me do it. Mind your own bloody business. Anyway, so like I was saying, Shehan is bloody annoying. I am excited to get home. I am excited to not be packing up and packing down and riding every day, but I also know that I'm going to really miss it. It's become part of daily life, and it's going to feel weird to not do it, but I'm so I don't know if it's okay for me to say this, but I'm so proud of us. I'm really proud of us for doing this, for thinking it up and going through with it and really completing it. Can you go? I'm trying to vlog. It's been very eye-opening, it's been very grounding, and it's been very connecting. I feel so much more connected to the people and to the greater community of Sri Lankans. Anyways, back to cycling. Gotta focus on these southern roads, they ain't easy. Also, a quick side note, this is the first time I'm taking Gaul Road back up from Gaul to Colombo in years. Since the highway came up, no one I think ever takes this road. And a lot of shops and cafes and restaurants, a lot of business on this road. But the highway was a good thing. But I think once in a while it's really good to opt for this road to travel in when you're going south. You will take a lot more time, sure, but if you have time to spare, it really will give you an insight into what Sri Lanka and traveling Sri Lanka would have looked like 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. And I feel so nostalgic going down this road. It kind of reminds me of how when I was a kid and we would go on trips with our family and like these are the sights you would see. It's completely different to what you see on the highway. The highway views are also really beautiful. But this is special. From one jetwing property to another, we have arrived. Jetwing Saman Villa. We have successfully made it to Bentota. We are here at Saman Villas, and this property is really special because in Bentota you get a lot of beachside properties, but this one is actually perched on the side of a cliff and overlooking one of the most beautiful beaches definitely on this coast. And the most iconic thing about that beach for me is the fact that it is pretty much bare. Each side you look at the beach, there are no structures, nothing much really happening, just bare beach like it would have been when you traveled Sri Lanka about 30 years ago. So that in itself is a gem. So we've been here for a couple of hours now. We had breakfast, we checked into our beautiful room, more on that later. And we kind of just freshened up and just relaxed a little bit, put a nap. And now we thought we will head towards the spa and make good use of the one that's over here. We're almost at the end of our trip. We've only got one more day left, so why not just spoil ourselves instead of waiting to go all the way back to Colombo and do it. So come, let's go check it out. And there it goes, guys, our last sunset of this entire series. Very bittersweet, and as I reflect back on this journey, it will be one of the most memorable things I have ever done, but it has also been one of the most impactful and insightful things I have done to really learn about my country and to really share with you what is happening here on the ground. And I hope that this series has given you a very good understanding of what Sri Lanka is like right now, that it is safe for you to travel and that you traveling is actually what Sri Lanka needs right now, so there's really no need to feel guilty about it. And I think it's a wonderful time in the world where you can choose to travel and take a vacation somewhere and you're actually helping a situation there. So it's been an honor for me to meet all the people who I have met around the island. I miss them even though I only met them for a short bit, and I can't wait to go back and really expand on the things that we have seen. There's so much we have learned on this trip that I will definitely go back to revisit and just flesh out more into individual videos and share it all with you as usual. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this series. Thank you so much for the constant support and for following through. Here we are, guys, doing our last pack up of this is Sri Lanka cycling edition, and I can almost cry. So we've covered about 14 kilometers now on the way to Colombo from Maryland. I guess I'm just rambling. I guess all I can say is that I could cry. All I can say is that I don't genuinely have words to describe how wonderful and how impactful this experience has been on me personally, and how I will take it forward with me in my life. Sri Lanka is more than just a beautiful place. I think you have a lot of places in the world that are really beautiful. But what makes Sri Lanka really special are the people that call Galpo, and the experience that they give you just by being themselves. Welcoming, hospitable, kind. Do it now, right here, or? Hi! Hi! I can't believe it, you guys. We're in Mount Lavinia. There's traffic. Everybody's driving like crazy. Welcome to Colombo. What kind of freaking fuel crisis is this? Sunday and there's so many vehicles. So noisy. Which are we going? Oh my god, guys, we have made it! This is the exact spot that we departed from 43 days ago. And we have made it back in one piece with all of our gear and bike paths and everything, and I'm just incredibly happy, and it's like such a surreal feeling to know that a month or over a month ago that we left this place to go around Sri Lanka, and we had so much fear and doubt and anxiety and all of that, and the journey turned out to be one of the most amazing experiences with so much joy and happiness and excitement and adventure every single day. And I'm speechless. I'm just so thankful for this experience, and I highly recommend that if you are someone who likes a little bit of adventure, or even if you really have thought of doing this, think no more, take this journey. It is going to be epic.
Create a cinematic video centered around travel, lifestyle and culture. The work done in this regard not only supported key lifestyle and hospitality brands, but contributed to the general upliftment of tourism in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Best Youth Tourism Promoter of the Year, Sheneller Rodrigo.